My bad, my bad, my bad. Oops, my bad. So 2-minute delay is back online. That's on me, guys. That's 100% my fault in that situation. Oopsie. Anyway, game back on. No overlay issues. Flux is going to be... Will he get caught out? Nah, the Spectre should be fine. They've smoked right now. They're potentially hoping to pick somebody off. But Flux is positioned well enough that he shouldn't die here. Yeah, the Spectre's gonna be... She's gonna be okay. Perfectly okay.
30 seconds to battle.
In the trees, Flux. Oh, comes out. This might be a trap. Oh no, Earthshaker's too far away. Instead, they found Dog. This is a easier kill to get, perhaps. Shadow Word out onto this Warlock, but there's absolutely no way Warlock survives this. Catches a Hoof Stomp, and yep, they're going to corral around the Warlock. I mean, he is creating a little bit of space. Odom is going to be the one that actually grabs the first blood. And Flux, is he going to be able to get the bounty rune? He does. And because of the fact that they know that there's 5 heroes at bottom, they managed to get 3 bounties at the beginning of this game. So the first blood does go the way of Honeyman. But in the grand scheme of things, you know, not the biggest deal in the world. Get 3 bounties, it's all good. And they're actually running an aggro lane here. They did not at all want to be going up against the Doom lane. In particular, you want to be able to stop the Spectre from farming. And I hear myself typing on the Twitch, so that means that the 2-minute delay is reinstituted. That is on me. I am 100% certain that it's, you know, enabled because I never change it. I always leave it at 2 minutes. But yeah, my bad, guys. You know, things happen. Shit goes south. Anyway, PG tracks right now. P-Tracks, is he gonna get brought down? The Fissure is making sure that he cannot escape the situation that he's in. But fortunately for him, look at the damage that Flux is dealing. Now back towards the Luna. Luna might be the one in trouble. Flux chasing down this Luna. Has the dagger in 1 second. Spectral dagger not even required. A couple of right clicks and they get the spectral dagger off. Oh no, they miss! Cool, guys, don't look at explosions, but will she die? The Luna will not die. They actually get the kill at the end of the day onto P-Tracks. Now they're turning onto Flux perhaps. Fail Jizek. Not going to end up using like another ability. Oh no, Luna just came back in and died. Fed her life away. Expended a lot of effort ensuring that she survived the initial engagement. But now though, feels bad, man. Things just went south. I'm very surprised that happened. Failed Jizek, chose not to back away. And yep, aggro try versus aggro try. I don't get to see this as much anymore nowadays. And they did manage to get 2 kills. I think one of the main reasons why we don't see this is because it is really incumbent upon you not only to prevent your counterpart from farming, but you actually have to get kills. You have to make it that it's not worth it for the enemy to maintain their defensive posture in this kind of situation. And thus far, they've gotten a couple of kills. Oh, they get the Dire Courier killed. Where did that die? Oh my goodness, that's such a big deal. Flux, though, uses the Spectral Dagger onto Snook. They've got the Shadow Word out onto him as well. They really want this lost hit. Yes, they do. P-Tracks able to get the click out onto the Jakiro, and they bring down the 2-headed dragon. So THD is dead there. And they immediately just bring back the THD. Snook wants to stay in the vicinity. Make sure that this doesn't really go south for the team. But right now, definitely a win, I would say. But it's just kind of a wash. We'll see how this actually ends up going. Well, oh, nope. It's a win. It's a win the other side. Lucky. He ended up diving underneath the Tion tower to get the kill onto the Centaur. Solo, in fact. Making use of this Infernal Blade. Level 2 to good use. With the Scorched Earth as well. He cannot use the Shrine, unfortunately. So, I don't know what he's going to do, in fact. Or he's probably just going to eat, like, hopefully he was hoping to get lucky. I think he was hoping for, like, the Unholy Aura creep. Oh, no, he's just getting a a young courier to come in. Picks up a swiftness or a creep, gets that Hellbear Smasher. Now does have clap as well. P-Trax at bottom does end up losing his own life. The chase will be onto Snook. Snook with the fatal bonds on top of him, taking a lot of damage right now. It's only 2 heroes that are bonded though. Flux, the additional movement speed is there from the Wisp, but P-Trax that's caught on the uphill cliff will not be able to furnish the additional damage to end up winning this fight. Shadow Word is out onto the Earthshaker. Fatal Word, or Fatal Bonds rather, is ticking down Snook. One more Wisp ball should be enough to kill him. And they're just going to turn and right click him. The damage from Odom won't be enough to take him out. And I think right now, I'm much happier if I'm a Bouncing Donkeys player and a Bouncing Donkeys fan than if I am on the other side. Fail Jizik. He's on the Luna. Just chilling right now, trying to get closer and closer towards having a Ring of Akila or just something. He's already out of regen, and his 2 supports next to him can't really help him out in that regard. Odom at least has a healing pot that he's ferrying out dutifully towards his Luna. But it's not a happy state of affairs right now. All is not well. For reasons like this, you just can't hurt anybody. So much heal potential. As long as they have mana, everybody here can just stay topped up. They're going to pick up this Boundary Rune as well. Flux not even afraid of standing in the lane without his team right behind him, because he already has his Ring of Health. If you're playing Spectre in the safe lane and you know that there's going to be a lot of aggression onto you, once you build the Ring of Health and get closer towards Vanguard, you are afraid of literally nothing. You can stand in this lane, you've got a point in dispersion right now. Not really afraid of farming. And while this happens, wait, there might be a kill onto P-Trax. Fissure now will catch out onto the Io. Io trying to run himself away. The Shadow Word on top of the Wisp Ball, keeping him alive. Will not be enough to keep him alive permanently, nor will Snook be able to go down underneath the tier 1 tower. Flux, gets caught out with the Enchant Totem. 6 seconds until the Fissure cools down. The 1 charges do get used up by the Spectre. Odom, nice juking and jiving. Nice movement in the trees, but the Wisp comes in. The Tether breaks the trees, allowing for Flux to escape, but the Fissure still puts in the lost amount of damage. They do end up losing the Luna. Fail Jizik. Having gone down, will his team go down as well? Dog able to dodge out the Centaur. Hoofstomp will not be able to dodge the double edge and ends up going down to that one. So the Honeymen end up trading 2 for 2 down at bottom. Or 3 for 3 in fact, it seems. Everybody died. And they even rotated down the Centaur. They believe that level 5 is enough for him to be able to survive this lane. Especially since everybody else is level 3 or 4. And they're going to go for him right now. The Hoofstomp will connect onto the Spectre, but the slow will be there nevertheless from the Wisp Balls. Man, so much damage. One more swipe from Flux will definitely kill him. And now the Spectre. 2, 1, and 4. Involved in 6 kills. Not the kind of score you expect from Spectre pre-level 6, but there you go, ladies and gentlemen. One good thing, though, that just happened for Honeyman is they managed to force the Doombringer away from the lane. He also committed the Doom itself. And had to go all the way back to base to heal up. Has access to some raindrops now, so a lot harder to go down in the top side of the map. And this finally presents an opportunity for Fail Jizik to get some peaceful farming time. He's actually out CSing the Spectre at the moment. I'm not sure if that will result in a net worth lead. Nope. Oh, here comes Lucky. Gonna try and go for Fail Jizik. There will be the Lucent Beam to try and break his movement, but Infernal Blade as well as access to Scorched Earth. And the Hellbear Smasher Smash Centaur will use the ultimate. Bottom lane, he's getting gone on. He's gonna die right underneath the tier 1 tower. Top lane, they're gonna try and maybe get this kill onto Io. It's gonna be a dual win, going the way of Strength Dota. Now Lucky, he's the one in trouble. But 4 seconds until Infernal Blade cools down. Strength Dota, better be careful. Fissure will be there, keeping Lucky in a very precarious situation. Has a clap, but doesn't have the Hoofstomp. But I think should be okay here. Infernal Blade will come out right now. And here comes the Lina rotation. Zugas was looking to get her ultimate off, but not enough mana. Doesn't even have it on cooldown actually, so Lucky ends up having to probably go back to base again. We do not have a shrine for quite some time. Unfortunately not gonna get Lucky and find himself having access to something like a Satyr Tormentor, so he can get that unholy aura. Are there any Satyrs actually in the map? Okay, only some half cleared out cramp of Satyrs, but if you got a Satyr Tormentor, it would have been a much happier camper, but now you have to go all the way back to base. Yet again, Lucky is not happy about this, and Luna is very happy about this. Free farm, yay! The tepid start that was cursing her from the beginning has sort of dissolved, mostly. Fail Jizek on this Luna, having a much better time than earlier. Hell, even in terms of net worth. Doing pretty well. Hasn't surpassed the Spectre as of yet because, you know, getting involved in kills is worth more than CS. And this Spectre is going to be a problem, guys. This is going to be a very good game for her. She's had a magnificent start. Okay, here we go. Centaur Stampede. They're going to use the Haunt right now, and the duel is going to be there. And they will be able to finally find the kill onto the Spectre. Going to be a duel win as well. And that's what I meant earlier about a hero like LC is who you need to ensure that even if Haunt is used, which she did there, that's the right thing to do. You Haunt as soon as you see the initiation, get on the other side of the map. But when you get dueled, very long disable time, and you can do nothing about that situation. Them losing Luna as well, pretty good. So the cores are traded across the map. There's a 700 gold difference between the two of them. And in fact, Flux, being alive sooner, will be able to get a little bit more gold out of this situation than the Luna will. Even though Residentials has to go all the way back. Kind of sad situation. I like these wards that Honeymen have out in their laning phase. Both of them very aggressively, either deep in the base where you could see either pulls or movements around this area happening, or directly in the lane itself, the place that you actually want to counter the Doombringer out. And ooh, they're gonna get this Deord. Dog is gonna find it. Yay, bonus gold for the Warlock. Fatal Bonds right now out onto Strength Dota as well as these creeps, so he's hurting himself or herself when she does that. Okay, top lane, we're gonna have a fight. They're gonna try to go on to fail Jizek, but the Stampede was there from the Centaur. Two-man stance will come as well, and there will be an Eclipse doing all the damage onto the Wisp, but Lucky's still alive at the end of the day. The creeps tanked out a lot of the damage from that Fatal Bonds onto multiple heroes. This should almost guarantee that they're able to find the next kill. Infernal Blade right now onto Residentials gives a killing spree towards the Doombringer. Doom, is he gonna chase for more? If he can get close enough towards Odom, where is he Fatal Bonded to? They need to go for that siege creep. That siege wagon should be the one that gets brought down. Lucky doesn't actually find himself getting the Infernal Blade just because of the Enchant Totem. And Odom, with some sick plays and some sick jukes, will be able to escape and get himself back home. Fail Jizek will go back top to farm. Oh, Zugas gets spotted out. Zugas is dead. Now they've got the Lucent Beam. There's no way that this guy survives. He's definitely a goner. They ideally want to give this kill to Fail Jizek. Oh no, actually they ideally want to give this to a duel. And here we go. Strength Dota looking for him. Got him. Got him. Also, I feel really bad and stupid. I wasn't paying attention to this mid matchup, so I don't know who ended up winning CS wise. But it seems like the LC did 100% fine if I wasn't thinking about it at all. And that also means at bottom, we do see a kill. Honey Residentials from the Honey team ends up getting a kill onto Spectre. They commit the ultimate onto the Centaur. They really want to find this kill, but now that he's popped this Hood of Defiance, he's fine. Soon we'll have himself a Pipe of Insight. P-Trax is going to die as well. There will be a hoof stomp onto him. Oh, Spectre just haunts in. They're going to throw out the dagger onto Residentials, but Residentials gets the hoof stomp stun underneath the tier 2 tower in a macro pyro as well. So Flux, even though he just TP'd in, already at half HP. Can there be a further kill onto P-Trax? P-Trax trying to bring in the Wisp Balls. One more right click would keep him alive. No. They do get the kill eventually on the Jakiro, but it's thanks to the Fatal Bonds rather than the damage of the Wisp. And Spectre forced to just come back and farm underneath the tier 1 tower. Top side of the map, they've got a Doom out onto our Luna. Luna, can she escape this? Nope. Straight up Laguna Blade, just dead. Dragon Slave comes in as well, put some damage onto Odom. This will force both Strength Dota as well as Odom to just back away. But Lucky might die. No. Let me rephrase. Lucky will die right now. He gets dueled up. There will be the enchant hit. There's going to be a double edge. Oh, they missed the fissure? Really? Yeah. I had to do it the long way. Oh well. And while this is happening, we do see the IO tethered up to the Lina, putting in damage onto the tier 1 in the mid lane. And they attain success from that. Okay, Wisp. Okay, with this fight, Luna or Lina. Wisp does come in with the relocate. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Wisp does that relocate. Lina forces them to use the Eclipse. Forces them to use the double edge. Stampede is up though. Wisp should come back alone. Wisp should not bring back the Lina. Oh, instead, Dog messed that up a little bit. Dog should have been standing. Dog was standing right here by the cliff. If Dog was standing a little bit deeper into the river, that tether would have actually pulled the IO all the way across. As it stood, because Dog was standing over here, IO only got pulled here and ended up dying as a result. Still forced them to commit Stampede to kill that IO, and they used the Eclipse from earlier. So I think they're okay with that exchange, just given the amount of resources that were required to be committed from the side of Honeymon to get that. So I'm okay with this. It's Gucci. It's Gucci. It's cool. Lucky here in the mid lane. Gonna go for the Shadow Blade instead of the Blink Dagger this game. I think that's fine. You don't have like there's no Tinkers. There's no Queen of Pains. They don't have a Lina. The only thing they can really disable is Blink Dagger from afar in a way that he might not be able to see coming. Is perhaps if he gets fissured while deep in the trees, or caught out with a long range overwhelming odds. So, you know, that's what disabled his Blink Dagger. The Shadow Blade, there's basically no drawbacks this game. The only like AoE stun that they have on themselves is this Earthshaker and the Centaur. So unless you go right on top of them to cast a spell that actually has, you know, a decent cast range, you should be fine in this instance. Flux naturally is going to start building Blade Mail. Oh, just now he actually had Radiance queued up. Changed his mind. Went for the full HOD into this Blade Mail. It's going to leave damage dealing towards Zugas. So Zugas is going to be the one putting out those deeps. I guess this is also really good up against the Centaur and the Lina and the Luna in particular. If Luna approaches a fight and uses Eclipse, you just pop Blade Mail, run into the thick of it. You know you're gonna stay alive thanks to Dispersion, as well as the Wisp tethering you up, as well as Dog healing you with the Shadow Word, as well as the fact that you actually have Hood of Defiance, so you're taking less magic damage anyway. So lots of reasons to go for this kind of build. Very good up against the Legion Commander. If you have enough time to haunt, instead of just haunting, you can just pop Blade Mail. Okay, they're gonna try to go for a bottom, and we do see the additional damages there. Oh, nice huge core coming in from the Warlock, and they're gonna get the Ice Path onto him though with the duel. They're gonna be able to bring him down. Strength Dota gets that one, and the Dagger forward will not be enough to get more kills. In fact, it seems like it'll only be a defensive Warlock ult, and they need to back themselves away. The blink forward by Strength Dota. Mask of Madness was used by a failure check, so this Luna does not actually have access to spells just yet. Now they relocate. We'll drag the Wisp to safety as long as the Spectre. Sadly, relocate will drag Wisp back out of safety, so she's dead. Fissure will be there. Tier 1 tower should fall off of this, and Flux should be able to finish off the Blade Mail off of this series of events, and that is the case. Top lane, Lucky will be staring down the Centaur. Oh, the Doom is gonna be there. He's actually dead. Infernal Blade should kill him 100%. Yeah, there's no way he survives this. 100% dead. And that means tier 2 tower top is gonna fall. Unless they actually want to commit to try and defend this, which I'm not sure you want to. You don't have a TP right now onto this Luna, and I think you kind of need Luna to be present at fights like this. Yeah, this push is gonna be too fast. They just lost the tier 2 tower. That was a huge mistake. Like, none of their important heroes actually have TPs. Snoop doesn't have a TP. Hell, this Legion Commander doesn't have TP. What the hell is happening? They don't have any TPs? Oh my god. Centaur's the only one that had a TP, but he's the one that died underneath the tower. So tier 1 tower is gone right now. Flux doesn't have TP either. Looks like it was just a stopgap measure to go for this Blade Mail. Still gonna backtrack for the Radiance. It's gonna be available probably 30-32 minutes rather than the ideal 20 to 25. Maybe even 34 minutes at this rate. But I think this is okay. The items that she's bought are survivable enough that she won't even have to go instantly for a defensive item after the Radiance. Can keep farming aggressively. Get in their faces. It's also enables you to fight right now. One of the major weaknesses of Spectre is that usually she can't fight up until the point she has Radiance. And when you pick heroes like Io, you don't pick Io to not fight. You don't pick Lina to not fight. You don't pick freaking Doom to not fight. So doing the right things, trying to get involved as much as possible. Speaking of Doom, we almost have access to a Shadow Blade. So that'll be coming up not too long from now. And Luna will not be anywhere near having Lincoln Sphere or BKB. She might have Yasha by that point. She'll have Yasha like now though. Just the regular Yasha, Mask of Madness. They're gonna smoke as 3 in fact. Is this 3 or 4? It's a 4-man smoke. Who are they looking for? At bottom, we do see they just go onto this IO. It's going to be a duel from the Legion Commander. Legion Commander should be able to grab the solo win. And at mid, they get the hoof stop out onto the Doombringer. Doombringer has already died. And now here we go. The Echo Slam not even really required for this fight. The Ice Path will be there. And the Macro Pyre, they've already melted down the Lina. The Haunt did come in from the Spectre. But these Fatal Bonds is ripping through these heroes. Oh, do we have another dagger? The dagger was already used. If we had another single dagger, this would definitely have been a kill onto the Luna. But the Fatal Bonds kills her anyway. Man, level 4 Fatal Bonds are no joke, guys. Now dagger. Ooh, we'll miss. Flux has missed a lot of these daggers this game. And now Strength Dota. They will come back. They're turning around onto the Spectre. They've caught her out. Mistakes were made, bitch. And they get the kill onto her. Now they found the Warlock as well. The heal might not be enough from PG Tracks. Seems like it will be. There is a regen rune which they will give towards our Centaur for his many years of service. That was such a big fight for them. Oh, blink forward, actually. They're looking maybe for Dog. Honeymoon. Trying to break down this tier 1 tower. Lucky. Gonna look to bring... He wants to doom someone. I don't like the creep he has. This Hell-based Smasher creep, I think right now, just given what their team composition is like, they definitely need the Centaur Stomp creep. I think he should get that one rather. I mean, attack speed is nice and all in the team fights, but we saw in that last game pretty quickly where if you don't have Lina and or she's already used the Light Strike Array and you also don't have your ultimate on Warlock, there's no way that you survive. And also, Spectre just dies. Got caught out by the multiple Blink Daggers. 3 of them, in fact. And they just collapse onto the Spectre. They destroy her. She's dead. And Strength Dota also has a Silver Blade, Shadow Blade right now. Not a Silver Edge yet. Not gonna go for the Silver Edge, which I agree with. Gonna go just all in for that Halberd. Jeez, already 72 damage. 20 minutes in. 72 damage from Duel. Oh, the Duel will be out onto the LC. So LC will die from this unless he gets denied. Very nicely done. She gets taken away. Macropire gets dropped out with the Ice Path as well. Residentials, she will probably survive this. A couple of more seconds until he can blink away, but the Wisp Ball slowing him up enough that that escape will not be possible. Zogas will be able to throw down the Laguna Blade to secure the kill. This Lina potentially thinking of running forward to find somebody to Yule's up. But while this is happening, Faeljizek brings down the tier 1 tower in the mid lane. Man oh man, Honeymoon. 4k gold lead right now. Almost have the completed up Manta style for Faeljizek. Hero looking bigger and bigger and bigger. And now they might be regretting this decision to go for this Blade Mail on the Spectre, because they actually haven't been able to find fights. Since getting the Blade Mail, she's died twice. Twice back to back without getting any kills first. So that's a huge issue for them. LC, do they have any detection for this? They do not. Dog is gonna get dueled and die. Oh wait, there's gonna be the Sentry Ward. Here we go. Flux is gonna try help out, but not gonna help. Dueled, dead. And here's the relocate though. They're gonna turn this around. They've got the kill onto the LC. That was actually 100% worth it. You give away a lot of duel damage. It's up to 86 right now. But Zugas ending that kill. 774 gold. Shadow Blade is already finished. She's already got the Yule Scepter. This just means the next item, Echo Slam, mid lane. They're trying to bring down PG Tracks and they succeed in doing so. And now here we go in the backside of the fight. She was being stalked by Residential. She came out of Invis, the Lina. That was a really odd decision for her to come out of Invis there. They don't actually have detection in this region. Nobody used dust or anything. Huge mistake from the Lina. And now they're going to take this Roche. The damage is going to be there. Got this Yasha, this Mask of Madness. Immediately after Manta Style will be available. I mean, Dog has ultimate, but this actually kind of feels like game 1, where We saw Hanemon just didn't have really that many ways to control the team fights. And in this game, yeah, they fixed that. Like I was saying at the beginning of the draft, 3 heroes that definitely fixed the problem that they had in game number 1. And now that this problem is fixed, just seems like they're playing on another level. If they can control and corral everybody and prevent them from just running away from them every engagement. We do see Centaur take away the tower at bottom. Oh my god, Doom. How did Doom die? Got dueled. Is this up more than 100 damage? 104 duel damage right now for the Legion Commander. Jesus, she's so strong. And they've got some problems. Up until they actually have those raids, I don't think they can fight. Man, oh man. You know, if you didn't buy... I'm sure someone on this team is like, bro, if you didn't buy a Blade Mail, you would have Radiance. Just so you know. So, this Blade Mail proving to be 100% hashtag not worth. Top lane, Zugas might be in some kind of trouble, but the Blink Dagger heroes are not nearby. And she has already cast the Yule Scepter onto the Blink Dagger hero that initiated in the first place, who was the Legion Commander. Now, 5k gold lead in favor of the Hanemon lineup. Flux still trying to hard farm at bottom. This game didn't have as stellar of an early laning phase. In fact, that honor went primarily to fail Jizek after the laning phase broke down. And they're gonna get this tier 1 tower top. There's no way they do try to defend this. Okay, they do find out that Strength Dota is here. Yeah, okay. LC's gonna die. Lucky D gets some good gold over that. They did commit the reload, but that's what reload is for. That's why you pick the hero. No, cancel your TP, cancel your TP! There we go. PG Tracks might end up dying for this. Yeah, definitely gonna die for this room. Because now Jakiro has Yule Scepter. Jakiro, did you forget you have Yule Scepter? Oh my god. Okay, no, just waiting for the opportunity for the Centaur to arrive. I was like, what is happening right now? She has Yules. Can easily get this kill. Warlock Golem dropped right now directly onto Odin. Odin right now turns around. Has already committed the Echo Slam. Zugas falling low. And the Ice Path will catch out onto the Lina. The Spectral Haunt will be there a little bit late for this fight. In fact, everybody has already started to split away. And it looks like Bouncing Donkey are starting to show some phrase in their teamwork. Had they haunted from Spectre immediately as that fight began, that probably would have went a lot differently. But the fact that that didn't happen is really concerning and worrying. Now mid lane, tier 2 tower gonna get removed from the game. Shadow Word will be there. She'll just manta out of it. And they still have this Aegis. They've got a solid 2 minutes left with this Aegis. This upheaval is gonna make this push basically impossible though. After this tier 2 tower goes down, they should not try to go for more on the high ground. Maybe they should, because they just found a kill onto Flux at bottom. Odin comboing up with this LC, who found another duel in fact. So 18 plus damage, good times. 122 damage, 26 minutes in. This is pretty damn high. She's been involved in 13 kills for her team. 20 to 32 is the kill score overall. Gold lead 8k in favor of Hanemon, 10,000 experience. That's a huge deal because in this game, Wisp opted to go for the damage rather than the experience gain. And I think Jakiro went for the experience. No, Jakiro also went for the spell amp. Okay. Still though, Residential almost has himself Aghanim Scepter, which makes this... It's especially good up against the Spectre because often Spectre wants to use a Spectral Dagger to hide inside the bushes away from where the enemy team might be coming out. However, if there's an Aghanim Scepter in the game, you know, Spectre can't hide anywhere. Just gets followed no matter what. Bottom side, they were looking for this Earthshaker, but just blinks away. Will they find this D-Ward? They will. Yo, dog was making sure. Look at this. 3 sentries in a row. Making 100% certain that there is absolutely no ward down at bottom. Oh, duel. We have it here at bottom. Onto the IO. Yay! 140 duel damage.
Here's a blade in your eye.
Earthshaker wasn't even needed for that one. Also has a Gem of True Sight now, the Earthshaker. So should be able to summarily negate all the effort put into this dewarding situation by our poor friend, Dog. Feels bad, man. Snoog. He's looking to get off something with this Yule Scepter. Finding someone. Him and Odin are just running around. I think they just want to control this area of the map. Allow them to get the tier 2 next. Dog will get the D-ward off. We're going to pay for this with his life. Thankfully it won't be a duel. 1 more second until that. They could have honestly waited for that, I think, but whatever. Maybe they find a better target. They see the Spectre. Does she have the rads? Oh my goodness. She's 800 gold shy of this. She was forced to go for the recipe first. Just because she would have definitely died had she not and lost a lot more gold. But whenever you see Spectre being forced to do this, it's never a good look. Still gonna have it around the time that is acceptable, given when she started building it. Gonna have it around that 32-minute mark. Which is not great, but just given the circumstances, acceptable.
Radiant's top tower is under
Top tower is being attacked. Oh, this is a huge pickup though. BKB for the Lina. She can really participate in these fights right now. Bottom lane, PG Trax is probably gonna die. Or just needs to TP back home. Flux, no, Flux, get back! Flux, you cannot be on the one at the front of the fight, my friend. The Warlock Chaos Golem will come out to begin this. And do they have an ultimate? BKB now pop by Fail Gisek, and BKB pop by Lina as well. This fight is gonna ensue. There has already been a Fissure been dropped down. Upheaval catches 2 heroes, and there's gonna be a huge LSA catching 2 as well. Both heroes get brought down. Dog is going to get himself a double kill. The Haunt was introduced and they relocate forward as well. They really want to try find a kill onto someone. Flying Dagger, Spectral Dagger will fly out onto Fail Gisek. They really want to get this Luna. Luna still trying to run away. Echo Slam onto 3 heroes. Does she want to turn this around? The Yule Scepter onto Lina, keeping herself alive. Lucky, running forward. That was actually Earthshaker using Lina. That was pretty sick. Wait, was it? No. Earthshaker Yules up the Doom and Lina Yules herself by mistake. So they get 2 kills out of that, and they sacrifice 1 in exchange. It's a lot of gold for the Warlock, but more importantly, it is the high ground being defended. So they hold the line. They do not go down. Also, the first successful use of Spectral Haunt, and they get the Radiance 30 minutes, 30 seconds in. That's not so bad. Okay, so here's where it gets a bit complicated now for Hypermon. Because they were kind of relying on the fact that the Spectre didn't have the Radiance to kill her beforehand. Now a lot of this damage is going to be negated, especially damage from this LC. Dueling the Spectre is no longer a surefire way of killing her. Gonna miss quite a few of your attacks with this Radiance burn damage, but more importantly, she's just gonna have an opportunity to accelerate now. Beforehand, Luna was always going to be ahead of the Spectre by virtue of just being able to farm more freely thanks to the Moonglaves. But now that there's a Radiance on the field, it's a lot easier for Spectre to try and get that self-same momentum going for herself. They pop the Shrine and they realize they have to flee immediately. Lucky D even throws out the Carefuls. I mean, they know how often their supports have died right here, right? At least 40 of this dual damage on the LC right now is due to supports who died from the here to maybe about here. This corridor of the bottom half of the map, the deadest of dead lanes, quite literally, been a very dangerous situation. But thus far, we've seen that Bouncing Donkey haven't made it too easy for them. And the gold lead, you know, has sort of plateaued, in fact. It was climbing up from 10k, but it's slowly but surely coming back. You know, probably helps that you're not feeding anymore. They were making a lot of questionable plays on the side of Bouncing Donkey, but looks like whoever their captain is has wrapped some people over their head. Everyone's getting their shit together. We've got a game on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. This 10k gold lead could actually swing in a single fight. I can see this Luna being doomed at the beginning of the fight while she has Mask of Madness active. Then she just dies. Mid lane, they're going onto the Centaur. Ice Path will come out. Do they have the damage to bring him down? Yes, they do. Spectral Haunts as well committed. Are they going to pursue this fight? They should. They really should. Here we go. They're going for Odin. Odin, Spectral Dagger will not catch him. Flux, why is he throwing these raw daggers without actually clicking on the hero? I'm not sure if you guys know, but if you click Spectral Dagger on the hero themselves, the dagger follows them. Okay, I'll be generous though. When you're playing with Spectre and you have, he definitely has quick cast enabled, because that's happened to me as well. When you have quick cast enabled on this hero, Oh, Duel coming out opposite direction. They're going onto this Warlock. Warlock will get brought down, but now the Doom directly onto the LC. LC will start falling low right now. BKB popped by the Luna. They're going to turn onto the Spectre. Spectre is going to die. And no, not in fact, not just yet. The overcharge heal keeps the Spectre alive, and now the Warlock will also buy back. We've lost 2 heroes thus far. And now we will see Fatal Jizek will commit the ultimate. They bring down the Lina because of it. BKB has expired, but now Fatal Bonds is out as well as the Upheaval. Can they get a turnaround off of this? And here comes Flux. Flux is fully healthy now. Flux is going to look towards the Luna. There we go. Luna now does get connected upon with the dagger. She's going to get chased down. There will be the negative earn charges on top of her. She will die. Stampede notwithstanding. And Honeyman end up losing 3 more heroes. Maybe not the fight that we're looking for. They lose a Centaur here in the mid lane. They take a fight. They get the dual kill onto Warlock, and they also get the kill onto the Lina, and they force the buyback from Warlock, but ultimately not worth it. 1,000 gold onto the Spectre. She's level 20 right now. Very, very closely getting towards that 25, which is that 8% dispersion damage, which is near impossible to play against. Hell, even this 500 health is a huge deal. With dispersion as well as the heal from Wisp, this is kind of crazy how difficult it is to kill this hero. And as well as the fact that she has both Blade Mail, Hood of Defiance. And she's best buying hearts. She's just buying not to die. That's the strat for this Wisp, for this Spectre. Don't die, and we win the fight. So Flux right now already has the Messerschmitt's River. For those, shout out to everybody who played Dota 1. Now what's going to happen mid lane? Are they going to go onto Odin now? Oh, this is an amazing pickup actually for the support Earthshaker. Odin decides to buy the Aeon Disc, guaranteeing that no matter what, we'll have some say in any given engagement. Just being able to survive no matter what. Oh, ultimate committed. They're going to go onto Odin. And Stampede. So they trade Spectral Haunt, 2-minute cooldown for a 60-second cooldown. It's actually okay, in my opinion. Because a haunt like that, okay, it's okay if they don't get attacked. If the next fight doesn't come from the side of Honeymon, then it's fine. And Honeymon can't really fight up until the point where Stampede is back online. They do have Eclipse though. They have Eclipse, they have BKB. They might want to fight very, very soon. Because now, they're also going to finish off this MKB quite soon for them, the Luna. Is that the quarterstaff? Yep. So she'll have MKB, which will negate the Radiance damage. The Radiance mischance rather. Why do I keep saying, whenever I try to say Radiance mischance, I always end up saying Radiance damage. It's so weird. I don't know what happens with my mental associations. I don't know. It's probably a negative aspect of solo casting. Because you're effectively trying to have several conversations with yourself. And things get weird. Either way, once that's online, it's going to be a big deal. And now they're taking Roche. All ultimates are back online for Honeymon. Roche is being destroyed. 2 huge items arrive for them. The MKB for the Luna. The 4-star for Snoog. And it's go time. It's now time to try and do something positive to end this game. Because this game gets harder and not easier as it extends in duration. Moreover, Spectre will have her Haunt back online fairly soon. And man, this guy, what a player that Dog is. Look where Dog has warded. Dog has warded everywhere. They see everything right now on their side of the map, and they are not afraid to farm their jungle. Normally, when the enemy team has just taken a Roche, normally you see teams avoiding this area around the Radiant Secret Shop. But in this game, because of the work that we've seen Dog put in, well, P-Trax might have done his due as well. But because of that, they can safely farm here. And Odin also knows that he is squishy enough to die very fast. So you don't want to risk the longevity of the gem. Oh no. Fail Jizek. How the hell did Flux miss that dagger? Oh, Flux was aiming it at these creeps to just steal them away from the Luna. And they didn't want to take that fight. They don't know who's behind. And they know there's still a shrine that they can retreat to. And they know that there's a Centaur who can just pop Stampede. And everybody takes less damage anyway. So, yeah. Smart move for them to back off. And they also have the Spectral Haunt back online. How is Flux going to get to the secret shop? He can actually afford to buy the heart, basically. You know, short maybe 15 gold. But I don't know how he gets out of the base. So Flux is going to have to think very strategically about how to maneuver this hero, because she will not be happy to die this close to her item and this far from buyback.
Radiant's top tower
They're trying to push the envelope right now. The Yule's up. They're taking the tier 3 tower. Honestly, I think this is enough. I don't think you want to take this fight, boys. I don't think you want to take this fight. They're going to try for it, though. Here's the duel. It does come out. And they get the Doom out onto the Luna. Luna getting Doomed out. There's going to be the relocate almost instantly. And the LSA will catch onto 2 heroes. The Doom... or the Luna did pop BKB, so when she comes back to life, she will not have a second life. And the Spectral Horde now, on the high ground, Flux is just looking to bring down Snoog. Snoog has to run away, and Strength Dota, in fact, is just going to eat the cheese to try to stay alive. Residential is trying to save the Luna, but Luna isolated back inside the base, apart from her friends, with no BKB. And now the toss-up, Yules into the air. Centaurs tries to stomp, will not be able to get away from this. Spectral Dagger will come out onto Odom. Odom gets caught out. This will also allow Spectre to buy the heart on the way to killing the Earthshaker. Earthshaker should not be able to survive this. The Radiance burn damage will be there. Oh, nicely done. Throws out the Yule Scepter. Will give him the chance to blink. There we go. The gem will not be sacrificed. Odom doing what he can to keep this game not entirely out of bounds for his team. Well, that's a pretty huge fight. And that was through the ages, by the way. Through the ages. Oh, Odom's just gonna die. Is he? No. Once again, all these players using quick cast. Zugas ends up using himself again. And it's actually just gonna die now. Lol. They got so greedy. Oh no, let me rephrase that. Zugas got so greedy. Ends up getting punished, gives away more gold, as well as damage towards Strength Dota. 176 dual damage. Actually bought this Aghanim Scepter. Okay. This is pretty useful up against the Spectre. This is a way of ensuring that the Spectre wastes the entire duration of the Haunt. As well as making sure that anybody that gets dueled, LC doesn't just get bursted by the Lina perhaps in the midst of that duel. So they've got some decent items right now on the side of Honeymoon. This Aeon Disc on Earthshaker, Aghanim Scepter, as well as the plus 40 dual damage bonus. 4 strength for this LC, for Terrigen. 50 movement speed, 30 attack speed. You're pure dueling machine this. Luna now starting to build into a Satanic for this later portion of the game. Got the plus 10 all stats. Not unsurprisingly, will probably get the 25% lifesteal. You never get the Eclipse Lucent mini stun unless you got the Lucent Beam cooldown, in my opinion. Or if you got the cast range, then you can. But otherwise, probably best to just stick to just right clicking and staying alive through that. Centaur hasn't been able to progress much since the Aghanims and the Pipe of Insight, but trying to get this BKB going for the team. On the other side, Flux, like I said, on the way to killing Earthshaker, has a heart. This hero is not dying again this game. Heart, 20 armor. Gonna now start building damage items. So she's just never gonna die with this heart and Hooded Defiance, as well as this Blade Mail. Lina is also not that easy to kill now because of this BKB Shadow Blade. Well, unless she dies underneath a tier 2 tower in front of everybody, then she's pretty easy to kill. But beyond doing that, it's not the easiest grab to go for this hero. They're gonna try to take this fight around the shrine.
Radiant's bottom shrine has fallen.
But perhaps they're gonna opt against this. Dog is still smoked. The smoke hasn't popped. They don't have a ward anywhere on this high ground. They've got the sentry, but when you're playing up against a team that has a gem, it's kind of scary to try and place any aggressive wards. So they catch the LSA out onto Fail Jizek. Lina or the Luna. Luna falling very low. Will they haunt for this? Haunt now! Go! Oh my god. Wow, the duration of those haunt illusions is really long. Level 3, guys. 7 seconds haunt. But now they know that she doesn't have it. She does have a TP coming right back off cooldown. And she can buy the Yasha at least after clearing out that one creep wave. She needs to TP home, buy the Yasha, and then she can get involved in this fight. Does a lot more damage with the Yasha. Just buy the goddamn Yasha. You have buyback as well. Okay, here we go. Dagger forward. They're gonna get the stomp out onto the Spectre. Spectre taking a lot of damage right now. The Doom out onto the Luna. Luna falling very low. And there's gonna be the Wisp getting caught out with the duel as well from the LC. But they've already brought down the Luna. They brought down the Centaur run on as well. And Flux is still alive by all measures. Strength Dota has already brought down 2. Can they keep this fight going? A double kill for the LC. But this is not gonna go her way at all. Spectre just standing outside for a few seconds to heal up. Now she comes back in, gets involved. Lucky D gets another kill. A 5-man wipe. And they were so confident about that. They were like, okay guys, they don't have ultimates, they don't have haunt. let's go. Let's try this fight. And it just did not go right for them at all. The duel was very good. I liked it from the LC directly onto the Wisp. Just to try and prevent the relocate potentially. Unfortunately. Spectre. Man, I'm really sad I didn't click the team fight recap there. I wanted to see how much damage was done by the Spectre. But I think what happened in that fight, or not I think, what I saw happen in that fight is Spectre was at the forefront doing a lot of damage, as well as this Warlock with a massive Fatal Bond. I think it caught 3 or 4 heroes, all of them taking dispersion damage, blade mail damage, radiance damage, just way too much. And they all melt, they die. Now tier 2 tower being threatened in the mid lane. Tier 2 tower shall surely fall in the bottom lane as well.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
And everything seemingly going aces.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And Honeymon. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to draw your attention to the fact that a scant few minutes ago, right? A couple of minutes ago, less than 10 minutes, no, less than 6 minutes ago, it was a near 10 or more than 10k gold lead in favor of Honeymon, and now we're sitting at a mere 2k lead for them. Because you lose fights against these kind of heroes, you get punished. And now Lina also has herself a Lincoln Sphere, basically. And once this Lincoln is online, she is exceptionally difficult to kill. What does Flux want? Flux wants the Eye of Skadi. You can actually buy it, but then won't have buyback. Oh, well, actually. Yeah, just buy it, dude. Buy this item for this hero. Or she perhaps thinking about, well, maybe buy another item first. I don't know what she's thinking. She could be thinking that maybe she can split these ultimate orbs into 2. Get like a Lincoln Sphere as well as a Manta style. Nah, I just got Skadi anyway, whatever. Maybe we're just waiting for the bounty runes. How are they going to answer this on the side of Honeymon? I think they have... The issue for me is that they actually can't do anything with this Luna. Luna will 100% get doomed every single fight unless there are more than 1 Lincoln Spheres on her team to protect her. She needs perhaps 2. 1 for herself in her own inventory, as well as a Lincoln Sphere from another hero. And the problem is that if she's not Lincolns, if she gets doomed, she will die at every fight. And there's the doom. She's done. This is definitely going to be a kill. They haunt now. Where is this fight going to go? Where is the Spectre going to come into? There is a Spectral Haunt as well as a duel onto the Doombringer, but Doom will not die from a single Doom regardless of whether you have Aghanim Scepter or not. And now here's a huge chaotic offering catching 5 heroes. 2-man Echo Slam on the backside of the fight to bring down the Wisp, but still we have a very live Spectre. They brought down the Luna. Now they will get the kill onto the Lina though. She dies thanks to the Legion Commander, but Legion Commander will not be able to take the whole fight. Buys back on her, and Odom trying to run away. Odom, he survive this? Can he get out? Nope, definitely not. Infernal Blade onto this Earthshaker. Ultra kill for Flux. And we saw the patience being displayed by this the Spectre. Recognizes that a Doom has been committed. She haunts, doesn't reality in immediately. Waits for a while to get the lay of the land. Once she's certain that there's no possible way for them to turn directly onto her, she haunts in, demolishes that fight. LC does buy back, trying to get the melee racks at top. Will she succeed? She does. A bit of a sleep at the wheel there. So, not perfect play coming out from the team of the Bouncing Donkey. And in fact, Legion Commander gets out scot-free. So, definitely a worthwhile buyback coming in from her. Gets a laner Rax. Actually going to be the first Rax claimed of this game. Doing everything she can to try and win this for her team. They are back inside the Roshan pit right now, attacking this bad boy. They should give the Aegis to somebody else except Spectre. Spectre is not dying. Give it to Wisp actually. Yeah, I think Wisp should take the Aegis. Either Wisp or the Warlock. Nah, Wisp, not Warlock. Give it to Wisp. Wisp or Doom in this situation, because Lina's not here. Do not give it to Flux. Flux is not dying, guys. Like really, Flux is not going to die. There's no point giving Flux the Aegis. Dog having the Aegis, that makes some sense to me. Are they just going to protect it for the Lina? Oh, they are. Okay. Oh, she did TP's bottom? Okay, Flux is going to take it. I'm not sure if I can overstate how deeply I disagree with this decision. But whatever. You know, whether she's not dying normally or not dying with an Aegis doesn't really matter. If they lose, they better not lose the next fight. Oh. Now, speaking of the next fight, here it comes. The Eclipse is going to come out onto Flux. Look how little damage Flux has taken. Didn't even activate the Blade Mail. Now, Blade Mail activated. Trying to run forward for this fight. The Yule Scepter will come out from Spook. And they actually have to smoke to run away from Spectre. Spectre tanked up a full Eclipse. Before she even got caught, before she even got tethered, she was really going to be fine. 4k HP right now. Good grief. Next item she's building is this full Mjolnir so that her attack speed is also through the freaking roof. If you get caught out somewhere, if she realities somewhere while she has the Mjolnir or Maelstrom in her inventory, every support hero is going to die. Just going to get completely destroyed by the right click speed of the Mjolnir. After that, oh, here we go. They're going to get the Doom out onto the LC. After the LC is already doomed up onto the Warlock. Warlock does end up buying back. Lucky D does refresh. Looking to maybe get the... Oh, it's going to turn around to get the Doom off onto the Luna. BKB... Oh, they've gotten the kill onto Strength Dota. Yep, Strength Dota is dead. Lucky does get the Doom out onto the Luna. Luna... Oh, blink forward by Lucky D with the huge roof stomp. And now the damage is there. And the slows as well from the IO. She cannot fight. The Luna will go down. I'm not sure she has buyback. IO right now being manned up on by Flux. Flux is too damn big. This Spectre, she is a huge... Luna does indeed have buyback, and the odds are rather high that it will be forced out in this ensuing engagement. Very long drawn out fight, but I think, I want to see how much damage Spectre has done at the end of this game. She's been wrecking face. Flux, his team had a hard go of it at the beginning, but he says trust me. Brings it back on the Spectre. This Spectre, she is just so big. Blade Mail right now activated. There's going to be a 2-man attack with the Chaotic Offering. Snook is almost dead already, actually, thanks to the fact that there are these fatal bonds. The Spectral Dagger will catch her and kill her. BKB pop by Felgizek to just try and turn her to Flex, but Flux is still alive on the first life, has yet to even be remotely close to actually dying. And now here we go, Luna getting caught out. She brought back. She cannot afford to die here. It's gonna be a dieback. The Satanic use by Felgizek will allow her to get a double kill onto the Wisp as well as the Lina. The follow-up from Odin with the Echo Slam, making sure that Felgizek can get in those last couple of right clicks after the BKB has gone down. But they get the racks. They will retreat now. Top lane. Oh no, look what Felgizek is going to try and do. Felgizek is going to try and end the game. There's no TPs. They don't have TPs. Oh my god. Okay, Flux just got one. So they got a tier 4 out of this. And they force a Lina buyback. But now Felgizek is going to die. Yeah, she's dead. Luna is dead. Yeah, game's over. Game just ended. Is Odin gonna die? No. Both Luna dead. 2 minutes. Yeah, there's absolutely no way. They can literally pick a lane, push it down, and end the game right now. 2 minutes is a very long time. Flux needs to come back and just... Dude, if you can finish your Hyperstone. No. What was the recipe on the courier? Yeah, okay, recipe's here. Flux trying to creep skip a wave, unfortunately dodges it wholesale. The Maelstrom, or the Mjolnir, excuse me, is coming in right now off the courier. Also, I have to say, honestly, I haven't really felt the impact of this Earthshaker. Normally, Earthshaker used to be picked as that one X-Factor hero, right? You knew that regardless of how many BKBs the enemy team had, you could still turn around a massive fight with a well-placed Echo Slam. And not to say that this Earthshaker has played badly whatsoever by any stretch of the imagination, but just hasn't been able to do as much as you'd hope an Earthshaker can do for his team. Especially in a game like this where they're really relying on Earthshaker for the mass disable. Like, Jakiro's disable is decent, and the Ice Pots and the Macropyres have indeed been on point. But in terms of that instant, we start the fight and can win right now, disable. Earthshaker is the port of call for that, and unfortunately hasn't really been able to get involved too much. And now they find a kill onto Snook. Ooh, the dagger will come in from Flux. They do get a kill onto Zugas though. Nice duel coming in from Strength Dota, so the mid heroes will exchange lives at the end of the day, because there's a Doom right now onto Strength Dota, and Strength Dota is dead. I mean, it's nice that you have plus 350 duel damage, bro, but Flux doesn't care. Flux does not care about any of that. Was that an IO buyback? Oh no, the Aegis just expired on Flux. So what's coming from the courier? Oh, TP boots. Yep. So now Flux has TP boots. Still kind of crazy how it's only a 4k gold lead and the experience lead is basically 0. And that is largely due to the fact that though yes, Flux is preposterously big, hell, even the Doombringer is super large given how much he's farmed. You know, got Refresher, Halvin's Halberd, Silver Edge, Blink Dagger, BOTs. This Lina's actually been struggling. She's died 11 times this game. Each time she gets duel, she just dies. She has BKB as well as Yule Scepter, Lincoln Sphere rather, and Yule Scepter and Shadow Blade, but not much more than that. Even this 25 doesn't seem to be providing her with too much utility. Oh, speaking of 25, let's look at the talents. Doom went for the 3% Infernal Blade damage, so let's see. 8% max HP burn as Infernal Blade damage. So Horny Residuance from Honeyman is going to take, he has 3.8k HP, slightly less than 10% of that. Gonna take about 330 damage a second. Yeah, that's not gonna be fun. Not gonna be fun. So about 1,000 damage you can actually deal almost straight up to the Centaur. With the Pipe of Insight, it's about, let's say, 600-700 damage from a spammable spell. Good times. Anyway, that's not the point. We're looking at all the talents. Io got the health regen, probably going to get the relocate cooldown. Obviously, Spectre gets the dispersion. Obviously, you don't get anything else. Dog gets the magic immunity for chaotic offering golems. Something I agree with this game, because they have a lot of magical ways to deal with those golems. You keep fissuring them, you keep them out of attack range from your towers and the like. But if you have this particular talent, then that cannot happen to you. And Lina has the attack range as mentioned earlier. On the other side, Luna wait for the lifesteal as expected. Jakiro is not at 25 as of yet. Oh, they spotted out the fact that LC is here. But then, who's carrying the gem? Who the hell is carrying the gem? Actually, nobody's carrying the gem. That's why they can't find this real. And the Stampede was there to try and make sure that the escape is mounted. But they committed a lot of ultimates for this. They get this. Is there buyback available for this? Yep, she does have buyback. LC is cool. Yeah, that was a bit of an overcommitment really from their side. But I guess it's that frustration. You know when you know you're winning a game and you know that the odds are extremely high of you winning said game? I'd say like, oh my goodness, look how much damage the Centaur took mid. One Infernal Blade and being whacked on by these chaotic offering golems nearly killed the hero. And they're gonna try and force this buyback from the LC. But they have to be careful themselves. They don't have buyback on Lina, don't have buyback on the Warlock, and you are still playing up against the Luna. Luna can push your base extremely fast. Alright, you back, all of you get out. In fact, no, LC's gonna do the smart play. Look at her, she's gonna keep hunting this Lina. Gonna go for her, then Yule's the up. Oh, didn't, no, oh my god. Committed the, I think messed up the clicks. So the shift Q didn't work properly. So she ended up using the duel first and halberd second. So as a result, had she not done that on the LC, Lina would be dead right now, and that buyback would have been worth it. Instead, they're going to be forced to pull a similar maneuver that they did earlier by sending Fail Jizek to the top side of the map to hopefully mount a push to end this game. But Flux is here. Flux is actually maxed out right now. The Spectre will not get any stronger. Actually, no, she will. Right now, she has a Moonshot, all the damage in the world granted by her spells. Has herself Heart of Tarask, the Radiance. I think she needs to drop the Blade Mail and get herself a, maybe not a Butterfly, because there's already an MKB available. I think Bloodthorn wouldn't be too terrible for me. The crit damage is extremely nice when you're playing with the Mjolnir. Because of how quickly you attack, you can proc the crits pretty fast. But more importantly, if you get a duel off and you can get the silence out onto the LC before she's able to duel, or even the silence out onto the Earthshaker before any spells can be casted, it's kind of like having two Dooms in a fight. And the fact that Doom has Refresher Orb and might likely get Refresher Shard means you can potentially have 4 Dooms. 4 Dooms in a fight. Because Doom can Doom 3 heroes and you silence the other one. Suddenly, 0 possibility of them doing anything to win the fight. But gonna rather go for this Refresher first. Just so that she has the ability to buy back, refresh, haunt in again. Man, Roshan is so strong right now. These late game Rosh does 300 damage at this hour mark. Jeez, that's crazy. Also has 37 armor, guys. 37 armor. I think that's the most armor of anything in this game right now. But no one's built armor items really. Looks like Luna has finally cottoned on to the fact that Doom is a problem. And the first Lincoln Sphere is out. I was saying earlier that they need several of these. The first one is a good start. You need one also probably on this Jakiro. Yeah, Jakiro's building one. Okay. Okay, this is the way to go. Build Lincoln Spheres, throw them on the Luna, make sure she cannot get doomed. Because if you get doomed on Luna, yeah, game's over. They give Flux this Aegis. This time I do agree with this decision. And they're going to choose not to haunt in at bottom. Oh, what cancelled the TP? Was it Luna? Was this a Lucid Beam? Well, Lina died at bottom. This time they did get the order of operations correct. Do not haunt, do not haunt. The Chaotic Offering comes out. Aeon Disc will get propped. Snoog is just... yeah. We hardly knew ye, friend. The Doom... oh, Dog also threw out a Chaotic Offering. That's a lot of commitment. Now they throw out the ultimate as well from the Spectre. This is not worth it to bring down Odin. Odin also has buyback. Yeah! At this stage... I don't know, having these buybacks, I mean, it's great that you got this kill. Oh, look at Strength Dota. Look how smart they're playing on the side of Honeymoon. The Yule's up onto the LC right now. Okay, LC's gonna die for this. No, she won't. She's at least gonna get some dual damage on the way out. Maybe a tier 3 tower. Yep, gets a tier 3 as well. So, you know, 466 dual damage. She wins one more duel, has 500 dual damage. You know, no biggie, just chilled. Average times. Jesus. And Luna just cleaned up some creeps at mid. And as well these the Chaotic Offering Golems. Got her some additional gold. She can basically buy her Moonshard. And almost have buyback. Up she buys it. And she will backpack the BTs. We're at that stage of the game now where she knows if she dies, it doesn't really matter if she can buy back. Because the time duration between when she dies and buys back, comes back to the fight, there's absolutely no way that her team can hold that engagement for any significant duration. Oh, Stampede will get everybody up to safety on the high ground. Zugas is going to look for the LSA stun. The buyback on the IO. Here's Flux. Flux is nearby, came in with the BT's level 2. Beautiful Ice Path from Snook to make sure that this Odin stays alive. And wasted the BKB from Lina. Flux again with this Ice Path. Man, Snook. No matter what the result of this game is, Honeymon have to give him the MVP for me. Sure, it might not have the most kills, might not have the most assists, but when it's mattered, man, this guy's come through in the clutch. He's only been clutch Ice Paths, saving people at the very end of their tether. 2 minutes left on this Aegis of the Immortal. We do have the tier 3 tower at top being sieged. This time Lina's doing the sieging and Flux is the one acting as a buffer between the Honeymon lineup as well as the bouncing donkeys. Flux is falling kind of low, still has the Mjolnir on him, so he can proc some of these things. Some other chain lightnings, the upheaval. Oh, there's going to be a centaur running forward. There's going to be a huge tether coming in. Echo Slam doesn't really catch on to anybody, and they've already gotten the kill onto the Luna. She got doomed up at the beginning of this fight. They do bring down the Doombringer. Buyback on her, buyback on the Lina as well as the Doom. No buyback available for the Luna though. And this just might be it. Flux is hitting the base. They should go get Megas. I don't think it matters right now. Luna, without buyback, she wasn't able to get off the BKB because she got doomed yet again. And the Stomp will be there. Oh, they're actually going to kill the Doom. Doom has died back right now. And now there's going to be the first Chaotic Offering thrown out by Dog. Stun 2 heroes right now. Strength toss up into the air. This LC falling kind of low on the backside of the fight. Zugas trying to bring down Zook. Spook not going to die just yet. And on the far side of the fight, they have just managed to bring down the Centaur one. The Centaur does buy back. How is he going to attempt to defend this? And Lina does die though. Flux was forced to go back home. Pops the refresh though, comes back for this fight. They're gonna bring down the Jakiro. And with these Chaotic Offering Golems, they can all probably bring down the tier 4s as well. Residential has surrounded way too much damage from the Spectre. They don't care about him at all. In fact, they just want these racks. Dog and the boys have finally done it. What a topsy-turvy game, but they did it. They made it happen. And game number 2 will also go the way of Bouncing Donkeys, and they have secured their first win here in JDL Season 13. And unfortunately, it's going to be the second loss overall for the Honeymoon lineup. But man, that was a great game. Bouncing Donkeys, well-deserved victory from them. And ladies and gentlemen, those of you in the Dota 2 client, this is the end between me and you. And we just see a win. Very fantastically done by Bouncing Donkeys. They corralled them very rough 15 to 20 minutes of the game. Actually, I'd say 30. But after that, Honeymoon couldn't push their advantage that they had substantially at that point. You lose 2 fights, suddenly game turns. And because of that fact, you just lose the game. So Bouncing Donkeys end up taking a well-deserved 2-0. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, on the Dota 2 channel or the client itself, I've been Snare. You guys have been great. This has been JDL Season 13. Move on over to the Twitch page if you want a little bit further analysis. But that's it for now. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been great. And I'm gone. Only for you, psych! You unlucky people on Twitch, you have to put up with me for a couple of more seconds because I need to see how much damage. 80,000 damage. Wow. Just wow. That is wow. That is some of the most damage I've seen in a professional game by a Spectre before. And she... What a job. Damn. 80,000 damage. Are you kidding me? Okay. So, never mind. You know, it's hard to give Spectres MVP votes. But maybe for the Bouncer Donkeys, definitely this game is going to be the Spectre. She carried this game itemized perfectly. I thought there was a couple of missteps with the early Hood of Defiance into the Blade Mail. Very late Radiance. But it all worked out in the end. It came at the right times. The fights she took were exactly what they needed. Even the one fight that turned the game for them. Where is that sharp dip in the graph? Right over here. Right? Where she commits the Spectral Haunt before randomly. They think, oh, Spectral Haunt is gone. We can take this fight. Nope, you cannot. Because you try to take that fight, you end up losing anyway. So this Spectre did really well. And Bouncer Donkeys take a 2-0 in this situation. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to conclude the broadcast for today. I've been Snare. This has been the JDL in the European region, Division 2 between Bouncing Donkeys as well as Team Honey, or the Honeyman. The Winnig Manner. Yeah, Winnig Manner is literally Dutch for Honeyman. Similar to Afrikaans, which is a South African language. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining me for this particular cast. My name is Snare, which you can probably see from the name of the channel, as well as from, you know, right above this Twitch, Instagram, Facebook icons. My Twitch handle or Twitter handle shows up over there. Please follow me on Twitch. Follow this channel as well. I'll be doing some of these TI8 qualifiers on the open quals as well as some of the close quals as they come up. So just show some love and some support over there would be pretty nice. And beyond that, follow me on YouTube as well. And let me know if there's anything you liked, anything you didn't like, things you think I should change. And yeah, that's it for me from the wonderful audience. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for joining me for this journey. Best of 2 is finished, and this night is over. Go play Dota, enjoy life, and see you guys for TI8 qualifier.